Hello everybody and welcome back. So today I'm going to be creating a fall look using solely drugstore products. I have a few things that have arrived to me in PR, some that I've purchased, and the rest is just stuff I already had in my collection. So before we get into the makeup, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. For my foundation, I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation in the shade Warm Vanilla. I found this in the depths of my closet in my office. Some time ago, I put aside a basket with drugstore products for a future drugstore video and I just forgot about it. So it was a fun discovery while I was cleaning my closet this week. It looks like it could be a good color. I swatched it right here to see if it was going to work, and I think it will. I'm just gonna use this NARS brush to apply. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind for me. I for real need to learn my lesson here and never plan videos and put them in my closet because I just forget about them. It's happened to me many a time before. It has to be out. You should see the floor of my office. It looks nice and clean in the background, but on the floor it's full of products. Okay, this is a little bit yellow for my skin tone, but it's not too off. For my concealer, I'm going to be using one of my favorites. This is the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I'm using the shade Beige, I believe. I took out a bit too much, so I'm gonna put the rest where I want to spot correct. And I'm using my little Kosas revealer sponge to blend that out. Although this isn't a very brightening shade, it still offers me that coverage, and I kind of like not having a super bright concealer time to time. Just gives more of like a natural effect sometimes. So now for my powder, I'm not going to be using my e.l.f. one, as I think many of you would have thought. I'm using this Bare Focus one from Wet n Wild. It's the clarifying finishing powder, and I'm going to just use this under my eyes because I have a different one for my face. I like this one under my eyes. It's pretty blurring and I like how it's translucent. It's not as good as my Pat McGrath, but you know, for the drugstore, pretty good. Doesn't compare to my e.l.f. one though. I just wanted to revisit it because I had it right next to it in my collection. It doesn't compare. I'm going to use the face one in a bit, but I have these from NYX. I just received them this week. These are the NYX Wonder Stick. They had these a while back, but these are the revamped version. I'm not too sure what changed about them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like I remember the highlighting side wasn't pearlescent. I think it was like a brightening wand instead of like an actual highlighter. I remember trying these years ago and I wasn't a fan of them, so we'll see how I feel about them today. I have the shades Fair and Universal Light. Let's see. This one looks like a contour. That's nice. And then Universal Light is more of a bronzy shade. That looks quite similar to my Fenty Amber and Amber Suede. Let me pull those out real quick. The Fenty ones are on the bottom, so this is Amber and Amber Suede. So there's a little bit of a difference here. This one is a lot more yellow toned, both of them. These are a lot more pink in comparison to these, but not too far off. But I think I'm going to use the shade Universal Light first. Okay, so I for sure applied too much, but it's blending out really easily. I think this is just a bit more pigmented than I expected, but that's okay. I've been using the Merit Bronzing Balm Stick, so I'm used to it being a little bit more sheer. Just gonna take my foundation brush and kind of dab at the edges just to calm that down a little bit. I think that looks lovely. I think I'm good with this. I'm not going to go in with the more contoury color. I'm just gonna move on to the highlighting sides. I'm gonna swatch both. This is the shade from Universal Light. It's a lot more icy. And this is the shade from Fair, which I would have swapped them. I feel like I'm gonna use the shade Fair. It's a lot more up my alley. It's really fun to apply it in this little stick. It's so nice and precise. I'm just gonna throw it right in my inner corner while I'm at it. It actually feels like a crayon. I dig it. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I really like that highlighter actually. Just a gorgeous sheen that's melting right into everything else. It looks so dewy, but it doesn't feel sticky or tacky in the slightest. I am a fan of that highlighter. I actually really like these. I Didn't expect to, just because of how it went for me a couple of years ago. I had written them off, but these are actually really cute. And they have some blush versions as well, which I'm gonna give a shot here too. I don't think I'm mentally ready to use these in a video, but I wanted to show them to you guys anyways. Quo Beauty has been getting bolder and bolder with their new releases, and they're like pretty much identical packaging dupes to some of our favorite things. They have been kind of going after whatever has been really popping online. So it started off with Glossier, then it moved on to, what was it, Dior and M Cosmetics. Now it's Rare Beauty. Look at this. Like, it's a shrunken version of the foundation. It's identical, and it also looks very similar to their liquid blushes. Like, look at that. So similar. I find it a little bit insulting, and it's not even my brand, but they named these, wait for it, Lip and Cheek Muds. Muds? Like, that does not sound enticing or anything that I want to rub on my cheeks at all. I did film a TikTok and a Reels. It's up on both apps, comparing these to the Rare Beauty ones, but they also have copies of the melting blushes, and this also kind of looks like the Glossier solid perfume as well, doesn't it? Like the little compact. But I can tell you that these products are just dupes in packaging and not in formula in the slightest. So now let's try these blushes. These are the Wonder Sticks. I have the shades Light Peach and Baby Pink, and Honey Orange and Rose. Hopefully one of these colors. Ooh. Look what I've just done. I did it. I smooshed it in the cap. I hate when I do that. It makes me so upset. These are the two from Honey Orange and Rose. And then this is Light Peach and Baby Pink down there. Disregard the cat hair that got stuck in there. It happens. It happens. So I'm eyeing this one. I feel like this one could suit something fall-esque. I'm planning on doing something a little bit heavier on the eye and a bit of a heavier lip, so I don't want to use too much blush because I don't want to look like a clown. So I'm going to try to go in with a tiny amount first. And this is the rose side. Immediately, I feel more excited about the contour and highlighting one rather than the blush one. I feel it's nice. It's nice, but I don't feel the spark. But it's nice, it works good, therefore it's fine. I just am more excited about these. Now this may make it or break it, we'll see. So this is the Quo Beauty Radiant Setting Powder. So I wonder what they were trying to dupe here. I don't know. So it's definitely like a shimmery powder, or like a pearly powder. I swatched it here. I'm feeling nervous all of a sudden. Okay, I'm just gonna use this to set my forehead. Ooh, I think this color is just way too light. It's gray on me. Yeah, no. It's too light of a color. It's not going to look good. I'm going to forego that and grab my Wet n Wild one. That won't be good. No. It looks like I put flour on my forehead, like baking flour. I was gonna say, good thing I have bangs to cover this, but no more. I do not know more. I have to say, nobody really talks about it, but when you have bangs for a long time and then you let your forehead be, it feels like 10 times bigger than it is. I know I have some good real estate up there, but I felt like times 10. It takes a minute to get used to, that's all I'll say. So now it's the time where I do my brows off camera, so please enjoy the brow intermission. So here's the eye look we're gonna be doing. So I pulled out my Old Faithful, this palette, because I wanted to use something with this burnished red, and this is the perfect palette. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in the shade My Glamour Squad. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here, this big one, and I'm going to throw that in my crease. That was a Smith 237. I'm switching over to its Smith 247, and I'm going to use this shade right here across from that red I'm going to transition into. And I'm using this right underneath that transition shade just to help ease in that color. It's like a peachy burnt shade. With that same Smith brush, I'm taking that red and I'm going to slowly start packing this on, and then I'm going to start bringing it up to connect it to the rest. Or I can just leave it like that. I think that looks lovely. Why is this applying weird for real though? Okay, actually something weird is happening. That's why I practiced it, but now it's turning weird. I'm just using some of that second shade we went in with to hopefully fix what's happening here. I don't know. That's weird. But now I'm going to take one of these new eyeshadows from NYX. These are the Glow Shots. These are brightening liquid eyeshadows. So at first I didn't expect much from these because right when I got them in PR, I felt like they were a little bit lackluster just on the back of my hand, but they apply completely differently to the lid. Like they're very intense and vibrant once they're on your eyes. So that's kind of nice. I'm gonna swatch a few of the colors. I wanted to go for a color story kind of like what Emma Chamberlain wore the past Met Gala. That's what I woke up in the mood for. That's why I put on this shirt. Like the golds and the rusty reds, it feels very royal to me. So these are the eyeshadows. I think they're actually really pretty on camera too, but right when I got them, I didn't expect much from them. But just now when I put it on my eye, I was pretty excited about it. I'm using the shade Wow Cacao. And I tapped that right in the middle. And then I used my ring finger to smudge that all about. This is kind of like an easy way to get a halo eye. And then I took a little bit of this brighter shade, Golden Goji, and I applied that right in the center. And I like the brush, or the doe foot that this comes with, because you can angle it a few different ways. Like I was able to angle it just so I can get a line of this to brighten up the center, and it'd be easier to get like a liner effect with this, with its point. I actually dig them. It feels like opposites day. The products I don't expect to perform well work well, and the ones I wanted to really love don't. It's just a weird vibe today. So next up for my eyeliner, I got these new ones from Undone Beauty. They launched quite a few shades, and these are 4-in-1 pencils, so they have a ton. And you can use these in your brows, on your eyes, on your face. Brows? What is it? And lips. Right, lip liner. So I swatched all of the shades on the back of my hand, and I gotta say, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be a fan. I feel like they're not saturated enough. They feel kind of greasy too. They don't have full-on pigmentation. I'll try to show you what I mean. There's only one that I really like the looks of. It's this one. I feel like it would be a cute lip liner. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I feel like they aren't full pigment like my other liners are. But we'll check it out. The black one wasn't that bad to use, but it is a bit sheer. Usually I like to start my liners on my lower lash line, but instead I'm taking it from the outer corner. Kind of straight out, but angled up just slightly. One good thing about it feeling kind of greasy is that it glides really easily. And I don't mean like greasy like it's going to slip and slide everywhere. It just has like a sheen to it. I don't know if they're going to be the most long wearing or what, but right away I can feel like it might be unreliable. I'm putting it in my inner corner here. This is a good test area for eyeliner. So let's complete the lower lash line. So I'm going to take that nice red shade and I'm going to put it right on the outer corner. I love this color so much. And then I'm going to transition it into that more peachy one. And then the transition shade. And then lastly, I took those two shades that I put on the top on my lower lash line too. Or maybe I just did the one. I just did the one, the Wow Cacao. And I put that right here for an extra wow factor. But now that I'm looking at it, I do want to add the lighter one as well. So that's what we're left with. Here are the eyes done for shadow. Now I have a new mascara I have not tried. This is the Burt's Bees All Aflutter mascara. I think that sounds really cute. And the wand is kind of fun. Look at this shape. It's like a little teardrop or something. And this is a waterproof mascara, so I hope it's going to keep the curl of my lashes intact. I only have one waterproof mascara in my collection currently. I don't usually open too many mascaras at the same time because I'll never be able to run through them all, but I only use the Lancome Lashy Dud in waterproof. That one's amazing, so we'll see how this one compares. My eye is getting a little bit red. I feel concerned that I might be allergic to the eyeliner for some reason or something. It's just okay. It's not giving everything I wanted it to give, me today. I really like the wand though. I like its really pointy end so I can get into my inner corner lashes. But I have been building this up for a while and I feel like it's getting worse and worse. It's just really piecey. It's just defining my lashes. It's not giving any length or volume. It's just making them black almost. I don't know. It's not for me right now. I know this is going to bug a lot of you because it's bugging me so much, but my mascara is so stuck in my eyeshadow look. It's just not budging. I tried my best to remove it. It's stuck in there all day. And for my lips, I don't have a perfect match for the lip color I had in mind, but I'm going to try it anyways. So this is the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. And then I wanted to use my Burt's Bees Gloss and Glow in the shade 940 Wine Wednesday. I wanted to pat this on. So I feel like it'll suit the eyes really nicely. That's what I was envisioning. But then something else caught my eye and I thought it might tie in like the shimmeriness of my eyes. It's this Wet n Wild Mega Slicks lip gloss in the shade, oh god, Crushed Diamonds. Look at that. It looks so sparkly and beautiful. I feel like it'll be cute. Oh, that's nice. It's not grainy at all for it being pretty glittery. That's cute. It brought more of like a high gloss effect. I thought it was going to look a lot more shimmery. Oh god, I love fall. It's just such a good excuse to just wear so much makeup. I'm having a crazy bangs day, so disregard this and just look at my face. So this is the finished final look. I think it looks really cute. It's exactly what I was envisioning. It reminds me of the color scheme that Emma was wearing at the Met Gala. I'm loving it. So I wanted to do a little quick recap on the new things I tried out today. So for the mascara, this was kind of a flop for me. I was not a fan of how it performed today. I liked the wand, but not its performance. I think I was most surprised by these NYX eyeshadows. I thought they were going to completely suck, but they completely rock. I think they're beautiful and they have some really fun shades, so I'm excited to dabble in these once again. And I was also very excited about the contour and highlighting sticks. I think they're beautiful. I love how small the stick is, so it's really nice for precise application. They blend it out beautifully. Even though I added too much of the bronzer, it was easy to take down. I think I would use these quite a bit. Now for the blushes, I wasn't completely sold on these colors. If they were more me colors, maybe I would be, but I don't like how small the stick is for blush. I feel like you have the opportunity to add too much or not enough. It's just not for me. I don't really see myself reaching for these, but I see myself reaching for these quite a bit. And lastly, for these eyeliners, I'm such an eyeliner lover. These do not spark anything within me. I don't really like the color story. I don't really love the formula, so I think these are going to be unused from me. They're just okay for me. That's it for the new things. I really hope you enjoyed today's fall look using fully drugstore makeup. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments down below, but that's going to be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a like, and I'll make sure to link all of these products in the description down below, so feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.